Hi guys, Saturday. Happy Saturday. So, we are going to go over some more of the traditional witchcraft practices. And I'm really happy that whoever is enjoying this series, thank you. I'm very happy. So, alright. The Witch's Foot and the Crossing. Alright, now this is from 2012, so quite a while ago. So this is interesting too. So, alright, the Witch's Foot is literally one line down and then an X. So you have just draw an X, put a line down it. That's the Witch's Foot. So, alright, this shape is one of the most powerful symbols. In the middle line running through the center is the Godstone. So, a Godstone is a longer, more of a phallic stone. There's no holes in it compared to a hagstone. So, alright, so that's the Godstone, and it's stretching from Elfheim below to Shimmery above, which is, the pale ones below, ancestors, and then the heavens. So, okay, so this can be used to connect you with all the worlds and tremble. Yeah, the power around you. Realize the power connects you from your spine to the powers above and below. So power flows from all directions around you. So this is just like an easy, you can do this for when you lay your compass to raise some energy and direct that energy at, your goal, whatever you want. So one, you're going to touch your forehead and name it the sky, the impregnator. So I always do the third eye, just like the middle pillar, or not the middle pillar, but the lesser vanishing ritual, the pentagram. So, and then you're going to touch your navel, and you're going to name it as the mother. So, this is very powerful, but it is very simple. So, now 3, you're going to touch your left shoulder and name it Puckerel. So, left shoulder Puckerel. Touch your right shoulder and name it the other. Literally, the other. Now you fold your hands to your chest and call out to the wisdom and the power of the great dark one. So you can find invocations for that anywhere, pretty much, like Pan. Use your pantheon or your spirit guides, whichever you choose. So now 5. Now with your breath, take into yourself the spirit of the world. Breathe it down into the place of your power in your chest. Heart. This is really resembling the heart breath. So right here, your center. Gather it into yourself, the power that endows the whole world with motion. So, until it is a radiance from your chest. So, it will not feel as powerful as you would like at first, but keep doing it gently. So this giant ball of energy you have collected, form it into the great witch's foot. See it inside your body radiating out. So a great way to feel power whenever you need to, not in cord magic. So, that is a very simple way of literally just connecting yourself and being one with all of the energies. Very good for when you're doing, say, ritual work. Very good for when you're doing just simple candle magic. Very interesting. So that is the Witch's Foot. I don't know how old the Witch's Foot is at all, so I'm not 100% sure. Now, we're going to go into some Hallowed nights. So this is a little different. We have, there's so many different festivals and Sabbats and, equinoxes, and there's so much jam-packed into the calendar. With pagan and, every faith we have has some kind of connection to the moon, to the days. So, alright. Now, there are 4 Hallowed nights. Wait. The 4 Hallowed nights are key to many of our practices. So the calendar of the ancient was kept by the moons and the tides of the seasons. So, the great year tides mark the greatest image of the ever-moving serpent power. So ancients saw the year in terms of a great cold time and a great warm time, so spring or winter and summer. So that battled a war of eternity, the life and death of the sun itself being watched with awe. So the wise still track the sun through the sky and wait for it to move into one of the great star houses. Those would be the different constellations. So, and there's 12. So, and to open the gates of the hallowed nights, where we may slip through the cracks of dawn and dusk, and enter into the netherworld. So, there to join the others, I think the great rite, the great Sabbathstead on the meadow. So, that is kind of like a prelude, to give you kind of like a visualization to see where you're going and what this is, entails, pretty much. It's warm. I'm burning up. Alright, so sun entering the house of the scorpion. So, alright, the great feast of Hallowmass is upon us. The great tide of darkness is upon us, and so the new year begins. So the red spirits of cold and misrule roam the land, causing fear. So one of the old ways can banish them. Ones of the old ways can banish them. So on Hallowmass tide, the spirits of the dead return. This is sounding like Halloween. Samhain. The best of nights to contact them and ask for their oracle. So the power that flows through creation and sustains it dissolves in this dark time. So lots of candles and fires are lit during this time, for the renewal and regeneration must come after death. So the dark raid are said to be dangerous for the unknowing and unprepared. Now the dark raid would be the radical fairies. So, now we have the sun entering the house of the water bearer. So, the feast of old Candlemas is upon us now. So, this is the time in which, in the very depths of winter's darkness, the serpent beneath the mounds and fields emerges into renewal and new life. So, the power of the ground quickened, winter cannot last much longer. So, the dark raid is seen riding down into the ground on these nights, not to emerge again until the darkness returns in the year to come. So the lady is renewed. The lady renewed is invited to come into the homes and crofts and compasses of the people, to bring with her the blessings and promises of a summer to come, and of purification and growth. So now we have Saul entering the house of the heavenly bull. So, the feast of Beltane, or Rodmas, is upon us. This is the feast that stands opposite of the year wheel of Hallowmass. Alright, so this is the feast of the triumph of light. The great summer starts here, the marriage of the Yarth, who is Our Lady, and the great All-Giver, and the Elfed, who is the great impregnator, is celebrated. So this is the time the fields become impregnated. So basically, just planting seeds, harvesting, preparing for growth, all that good stuff. Planting the corn, planting the fields. So, where did I go? The garland, birch, maypole, and the May-Eve fires are the objects of veneration. For the people on this night, the love and the erotic mysteries presides over all. So the old ones always left out offerings to stave away the dangers of the Firon. So, that would be another kind of spirit, or fairy, or something like that. Now we have the sun entering the house of the lion. Now this is the middle of the summer has been reached. So the decline of light powers must decline. Such is the sacrificial theme of the Red Day, Lammas, or Old Harvest Home. So the full bounty of the lady has been reaped, and what is given demands something in return. I think this is what we're in right now. So, to ensure plenty to come, the spirit of the Elfed god, the Red King, is killed to feed the fields, and his life-giving spirit loses its power and descends into the world below, which is a return to the womb of the lady which gave him. Interesting stuff. Which gave him birth in the first place, so he will await renewal in the ground just as the seeds do. I can't even read my own writing. So the flesh of the Lord is threshed and ground as the grain, and he is consumed in body and in blood as bread and barley liquor. So, by this sacrifice we may live on. This is the truest meaning of sacrifice. So, literally, you can see where the Roman Catholics came and they took this and made it into their own. So that would be the communion, Holy Communion right there. So, those are a few more of these dates: holy nights, hallowed nights, sacred, holy nights. Now we have the Woozle. The Woozle, I like this. So this is very easy, very simple. So the Woozle is the sacrament that unites us to the Great Ones themselves. The Dark One and the Cunning Father were joined to bring forth all living things. So by eating their flesh and drinking their blood, you take power of the Blood Mother and Father Impregnator into you. So there's no part of us that isn't part of the gods. So that's just kind of another little kind of like communion. We can make that connection with the communion and, you know, the wine and all that good stuff. So the Woozle, it's actually, it's pretty neat. What else did I want to go over with you guys? Okay, I told you guys a lot. I don't know if there's anything else that I want to tell you guys. So we've done the Hallowed Nights. We've done a lot. So, alright, we have a few more ethics. A few just different versions of ethics. So, the witch law. So, do not what you desire. Do what is necessary. Take all you are given. Give all of yourself. What I have I hold, when all else is lost, and not until then prepare to die with dignity. So, the first is one of the most difficult to live by, since there is no room for illusion. So the second, it allows you for a little, time for yourself. The third is the keystone of wisdom. The fourth is the key to the personality of the wise ones. So that's very interesting. I love this. And then here's a little bit on a little excerpt on Magick, just what exactly it is. So the lady is the key to all things. The lady is the goddess. So it is not enough to see the lady, but to serve her and her will. So by being involved in humanity in the process of fate, the single name of all gods is fate. So in fate, the overcoming of fate is the true goal. So from this inspiration comes, and death is defeated. There is no fate that is so terrible that it cannot be overcome. So people of the old faith are concerned with fate, for humanity is greater than the gods, although not as great as the goddess, the lady. So when mankind triumphs, fate stops and the gods are defeated. So this is the meaning of Magick. Lots of secrets that you need to read in between the lines for this. So magic and religion are ways of overcoming fate, and fate is the cradle that rocks the infant spirit. The deep mind speaks in forms of symbols, not words. So the keys to structure any ritual, emotion, symbolism, direction, and aspiration. Very interesting stuff. I love this. I love this. We already did the Sangreal Prayer yesterday, or the day before, which was really interesting. So here is how you can perform the Woozle. So you want to take a wooden bowl with bread and a silver chalice. So with wine in it, put them before the hearth. A hearth is a fireplace. If you guys don't have one, your altar is your hearth. So take your knife, dip the blade in the wine, speaking, ageless lady in the land, sky-clothed and darkly tressed, Terra de Rosalia, our beloved lady and elven queen, elven meaning the queen of the fairies. So, thou who art clad in white, thou who art asked to come and appear, to fill the horn cup with favor, love, abundant every day. Great Queen, thy blessings give to this sacramental wine. In thy wondrous name, may I thrive, great mercy. Very interesting and different aspects. So, now likewise, take the tip of the blade, touch the bread, and say, this is literally a pagan communion, traditional witch communion. Master, wow. Orvendale, great archer and bringer of light, the May Queen's devil, raise your tines in the horn dance. Elfed, king of the secret faith, grow forth as ye hear the summons to arms. Hear the sacred bell and look upon our art. Grief I suffer, pain have I without thee. Superior Lord, be this night with your faithful gathering. Bless our lives and sain the sacred bread with power, might, and wisdom. May I thrive. Great mercy. Sain means to bless. Take a small sip of wine and a small bite of bread. Place them gently before the hearth and say, hallowed blessings be upon the good ones in the hollow hills, and hail might be upon my fetch. Fetch is our spirit, our pretty much our shadow. So, where'd I go? Strength to our union. As I take, so do I give. I, a son or a daughter of the true family of the old faith. For what is taken is given, and what is given is taken. Day and night are wed, as well as the living and the dead. Such is the mystery. Now you're going to bow your head once and then say, thus is the Hoozle performed. And that's all there is to it. So, it gives you a little bit of an idea of how to perform the Hoozle, how to get that energy going, how to connect with all of, the witch's foot, how to connect with all the different gods and goddesses, all the energies. So it's very, very, very amazing. And we do have Thanksgiving coming up, but there's also a pagan Thanksgiving. So, I don't know when it is, no clue, don't ask me, don't quote me on this, but I wanted to share with you guys this Thanksgiving prayer. So I thought this was really neat. So, alright, this is a Thanksgiving prayer, and I will end this video with this. So, we return thanks to our Mother, the Earth, which sustains us. We return thanks to the rivers and streams, which supply us with water. We return thanks to all herbs, which furnish medicines for cures of our diseases. We return thanks to the moon and stars, which have given us their light when the sun was gone. We return thanks to the sun that has looked upon the earth with a beneficent eye. So lastly, we return thanks to the Great Spirit, in whom is embodied all goodness, and who directs all things for the good of his children. And that's it. I think that's a Native American prayer. I really honestly do. Don't quote me on that. So I'm not 100% sure about that. So just so much. I mean, it is just so much. It is amazing. Just a wonderful, wonderful faith. I have a lot more to share. A lot more to share with you guys. So, wow. It's just really weird going back through, all of this and just seeing where I started. It's very interesting. So, but yes. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy. I really do. I think Annabelle is going to be retiring, so I'm going to build her a very nice case, and you guys might be seeing her when I move stuff around, when I organize more. Everything's cluttered, but it's very put together. But I think Annabelle is going to retire soon because everybody and their grandmother's cats has a haunted doll now, so, and yeah, but she's not really haunted, so, but some odd things have happened, so, but yeah, I think she's just going to retire. I'm done. Yeah, so, but alright guys, I hope you enjoy. Everybody have a great day. I love you all the way from Venus, all the way back down. There we go. I will see you all tomorrow. So, I love you all, and everybody have a very good weekend.